Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, they are still over here. Please don't be shy. You know, Malaysia is a bit shy, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So before I start my talk, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you very good morning. And thank you for taking your time here to let me share with you what is my calculation about 2018. Are you excited about 2018? Yes. Yes. So, don't worry about taking down notes. You have a smartphone, right? Yeah, I would like you to take picture. But don't quote what I say because I still want to see you next year. Do you want to see me next year? Yes. All right. Okay. Let's not waste our time. Let's get it started. Now, in Chinese saying, there's a very famous saying that a children would never abandon the mother for her ugliness. A dog will never leave the owner or a house that is poor. So dog is a very loyal friend to human being. Do you agree? Yes. And then very sad to say that I share this in my Facebook. A Feng Shui master told one of my clients, or rather not my client, a guest came to my talk last year, and she asked me, is that true that when you come to a dog year, you should buy a dog to enhance your luck? Is that true? Yes. Use your brain a little bit, okay? Think logically. And very sad that, yes, you buy a dog, maybe it's to have good karma or for the love of animal. But in the end of the year, you know what they do with a dog? They give up for adoption. Serious. I went around to ask some friends who do dog rescue, and they said, yes, it happened 12 years ago. That is why I say today, I want to make this statement clear. Please don't do that unless you take up the full responsibility of the animal. And next year is a pig year. Are you going to buy a pig? Hey? Yeah. But at least pig, you can eat it for the Chinese, right? Or you can sell it for a good price. But when it comes to a dragon year, are you going to catch a dragon? Isn't it? So use a bit of your brain. Alright, let's get over this little joke. Now, what is installed in 2018? And let me share with you what is the basic element in it. Now, in 2018 and every year in the Chinese calendar, every year is made up by a stem and a root. The stem for 2018 is a young earth. The root for the 2018 is a dog as well, and it's a earth. When this stem and the root combine, it produces a sound consonant. And the sound consonant for 2018 is wood. And according to the year Gua, the 9 magic square is fire. And then according to the 5 cycle and 6 forces is fire again. See, there's a lot of fire in 2018. With the supporting element of the wood, the sound consonants of the wood produces fire. And what does it say about the weather in 2018? Because we use the 5 cycle 6 forces, the sound consonants to predict the weather in 2018. So in 2018 it's going to be a very hot year. And I will go through that one by one later according to the sector of the world and also Malaysia. Okay, now let's see. This is a wood year. So what is a good color for wood year? First, the best color is red color. That is why I'm wearing a red pants today. So start to wear red color. Alright, then the second best color is a green color. The third best color is a blue color. Now, what can you do with this kind of color? You can start to wear a lot of red color, but not for those who born in summer. Alright, summer, that means that it's a lunar month 4, 5, and 6. Because summertime is very hot. For those who born in summer, temperament-wise is very hot. If you give them more red color, they will explode at any time, let me tell you. Okay? So for those born in winter, that means a lunar month 11, 12, and 1. And because winter is very cold, they need the fire to excite them. So it's very good for you to wear red color, especially if you want to go to meeting, to attract lucks, to close a very important deal. So red color is very good. And then if you want to buy a little present for your friend or moving to a new house, so you buy red color to enhance the luck for 2018. Then what about the green color? Same application as well. Well, I see some non-Chinese here. Let me give you a little tips. don't ever buy a red color hat for a male friend. Do you know why? Because in Chinese significance, a green color hat, when a man wearing a green color hat means that the wife is having an affair. Okay, you gotta be careful about this thing, especially the honky. Don't ever mention this. They feel very embarrassed and something not very polite. So blue color, of course, a lot of corporate, they like to wear blue color. So make use of these three colors to enhance your life in 2018. After that, we want to see what are the industry that will have good performance in 2018. The best industry is a fire-related industry. So under fire-related industry, we have oil and gas, we have IT, we have telco, we have digital, electronic, electrical, and then we have chemical-based businesses. So this is under fire. So if you are doing like a buying share for short-term investment, you can start to look at the oil and gas share, IT company, telco, and all this will be coming up. Second best is a wood-related industry. Under wood-related industry is very wide. First of all, we have property development. We have education, healthcare, a consultancy, design, and then anything to do with creative, childcare, and all this is under the wood-related industry. And then we have the water-related. Water-related, we have finance, banking, insurance, shipping, spa, gym, F&B. This is under the wood water industry. So in Feng Shui, we have 5 elements. We have water, we have fire, we have wood, we have metal, we have earth. And property management is under the earth. And earth is does not fall into the first 3 categories of the best performing industry in 2018. What does it mean here? It means that the property development will be doing well in 2018, but not the property management. Property management, other than land matter, land issue, property agency falls under property management. So the sub-sale market will not be doing well in 2018. Whereas the property from the developer will be moving faster than the sub-sale. I guess the developer will be giving out a lot of sweets and candy this year, right? Hopefully this will be real, right? Okay, so these are the elements related to the industry. You can take down what I've said to you. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Okay, so this is a wood-related industry, and then this is the water-related industry. Okay, after that, many of you have especially the Chinese, before Chinese New Year, they will go to buy a Chinese almanac, Tong Su. So the first page of the Tong Su, you will see this picture. What is this picture all about? During ancient Chinese time, 99% of them didn't go to school, so they couldn't read. But how to inform them what is the weather of the coming year? Because Chinese society is very much agriculture based. So to inform them, they have to use picture. And this picture will tell them what is the weather, how's the weather, and then what should they plant, would there be raining a lot and things like that. You look at the cow herd, he is not wearing shoes in 2018. That means that there is a wet weather, all right, with sufficient water at the back. But it's good for them to plant wheat because the wheat is doing well here, all right, on top. And then we have sunlight. If you don't see the sunlight, that means that it's going to be a very wet year. So this is all the information hidden in the picture. If you are able to read my book later, every year I will give out freebies. And this is the book. So in this book, I have explanation on this picture. It's a very informative book. So I only give out 3 books later. All right, I will have a short Q&A quiz session for you to go through. All right, hopefully you'll be the lucky one. All right. Now this is the basic information again, and then when we do prediction, especially world and Malaysia prediction, we will base on the yearly Gua. The yearly Gua is Gua 17. It's called Sui Gua. Sui Gua means that whatever happened, we have to follow suit. We just have to follow the trend. We follow whatever the people say. Then we will be doing well. We'll be able to achieve what we desired in life. And then what are the other information hidden in the yearly Gua? That is the thunder and wood and swan and metal. You look at this hexagram. The thunder is under the swan. So when we have thunder under the swan, what happened? It's earthquake. We just had a minor earthquake in Jakarta, I think 2 days ago, is that? Yes, last week. So is that a sign for 2018? It looks like it's a sign. So I'll tell you which part will be very likely to happen. Alright, let's go to the world outlook. When we do the world outlook, we will divide it into 8 sectors. And the point of reference for these 8 sectors actually is a Mount Everest. Because Mount Everest is the highest landmass in the world. So from there, we divide the world into 8 sectors. First of all, let's start with the North sector. The North sector, we have Russia, Western China, and the Tantan family. Some of them I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, this I can. Alright, all the Tantan, so let's call them Tanshi lah. Alright, okay. What happened in the North sector is that it will be affected by sicknesses caused by the unusual rise of the temperature. So the weather in this area is quite bad. Okay, we know that there's a global warming. So this global warming affected Russia, China, and all the Tan family. And it's very serious during lunar month 1, 2, and 7. The economy in this area normally are doing very well. And you know Russia, China, they're very dynamic economy in the previous years. But come to 2018, it will be slowed down, but it will pick up in lunar month 5 and 7. Alright? And you know that China is kind of curbing the Bitcoin. Do you invest in Bitcoin? Yeah. Although they say that they are curbing it, but then actually they are pumping in a lot of money in Bitcoin. So perhaps that's a good thing that you can pick it up now, so then you can sell it in lunar month 5 or 7. It will be a very good timing. Okay, and then what happened to the One Belt One Road? It was kind of a bit quiet in the last quarter of the year, and then now it started to pick up to talk about the One Belt One Road again. But according to my prediction, it will be having a lot of hurdles in the talking, negotiation, and initiation in 2018. So don't put too much of investment or hope around the city that at the city that involved in the One Belt One Road. Okay, then, right. In a nutshell, this sector is likely to experience struggles and conflicts. Then the weather is a warm spring and extremely hot during summer. So if you want to travel to China, avoid summer. It's not a very good time. Then we'll have heat wave. Then we come to the Northeast sector. Northeast sector, we have Eastern Russia, China, Hong Kong, Macau, Japan, North Korea, South Korea, Taiwan, Alaska, and Western Canada. Okay, so the earthquake is here. Right, avoid going to this country, especially during lunar month 1, and the serious one will be in lunar month 10. Economy is very stable, but tension among China, Taiwan, and Japan is still going on, and it's become worse. So these 3 countries have never-ending problem over the dispute islands. They're still having this, and then lately they bring up the topic again for discussion. It's going to worsen the situation for these 3 countries. And of course, this young man, he still wants to do the missile testing. What can we do? Right? He said that Hamas can, I also can. Alright? Because in the Northeast sector, there's a sign of a loud sound. So, look like this young man, I just want to show it, okay? Right? Be careful of this young man. So we try to avoid those areas. So for Northeast sector, there's an intense and conflict situation, good agriculture produce because of the good weather, and very stable, the weather is very stable with minimal fluctuation of temperature. So it's very good except for very hot summer. Okay, then we come to the East sector. East sector, we have Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Thailand, Indochina, Pacific Island, Western Canada, Western United States up to Texas. Let's see what's happened here. Now, remember Yingluck, the previous Prime Minister of Thailand? She was arrested and investigated for the rice subsidy. Who subsidized the rice? Who gives the money to Thailand for that? It's from US. Why? It's for political reason. Because US, knowing that Thailand have very good diplomatic relationship with China, so in a way, US trying to use this to buy information from Thailand. Unfortunately, corruption happened, and then unfortunately, they couldn't give any information to this US, yet China is growing rapidly. So in a way that they are very disappointed by Thailand. So that is why they try to use that to stop the rice subsidy. So this will be the issue of this area, because according to the hexagram, it says that one of the weak country in this region trying to please two powerful countries. So this is what happened in the East sector. And well, do you think the Rohingya problem is over yet? It's not over. It will become a terrorism in 2018. Okay? And then the economy is still doing well in 2018. Now, there is an endless conflicts but strong economy. Farmers enjoy a bummer harvest, so it's very good. And hot in the first half of the year and wet in the second half of the year. This is the weather for the east sector. Now we come to the southeast sector. This is where we are now. I'm going to give you a very short briefing because I'm going into Malaysia later. Alright, now there is a hidden conflict is still boiling. And policies and plans shall move forward to create a lot of business opportunity. So there will be a lot of business opportunity, and there's an upswing of financial trend during lunar month 1, 3, 5, 10, and 12. So let's see what is the hidden conflict or later. There will be a very interesting one. Okay, in a nutshell, there will be epidemic outbreak during lunar month 1 and 10 due to the bad weather. And exceptional well in economy. Weather-wise, it's gloomy, hot most of the time with rain and unusual timing. We just experienced a winter, isn't it? We have to wear a jacket. And then it's not supposed to rain so much now, but it rained a lot. So we are going to have a very hot lunar month. Sorry, we're going to have a very hot lunar month 1. Now come to the south sector, we have India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Western Sumatra. Generally, this area is very, very hot. And when you come to 2018, the visiting Kwa number to this area is Kwa 9. Kwa 9 is fire again. So when fire meet fire, south sector is considered as fire. When fire meet fire, it's going to be more fire. So in 2018, this sector is going to be very, very hot, and you have a lot of bush fire as well. Alright, okay. So traditionally it's underperforming, but this year shall perform better than last year and more peaceful in 2018. And then more talented people rising up. So you see a lot of new technology from this sector as well. Unfortunately, children-related sicknesses will be a disturbing issue in this sector. In a nutshell, wildfire will be a serious issue during lunar month 4. It's a good sector for you to invest if you want to invest into IT-related, or you want to invest into some kind of apps. Perhaps you can look into those apps from this area. And it's very scorching hot, dry and windy. Then we have southwest sector, we have all these countries from Africa, Yemen, Oman, Argentina, Peru and Chile. Okay, this area never short of epidemics, right? And this year is more stable, lesser, it's not that bad. Okay, financially is going up. Finally, people start to see that how they can make use of the natural resources. Okay, because of all these natural resources and economy going up, there will be a lot of lawsuits happening. So if you want to invest into all this gold and all this, it's not a very good time in 2018, especially those that are coming from this sector. Okay, then in a nutshell, it is a very peaceful year for this sector. An increase of rainfall makes the weather colder, which is better. For traveling, it's fine because there's no natural disaster in this area. Okay. Now, the worst sector, we have Middle East, Northern Africa, and then we have Southern Europe, Eastern United States, up to Texas, Northern South America. So let's see what has happened here. Signs of positive growth in the beginning of the year gets weaker towards end of the year. So, but they're still doing better than last year. Okay, with the Donald Trump over there, fighting a lot with China, and trying to join some of the weak country in this sector. Look at the weak country, because in Southern Europe there are a few weak countries, especially they're going into recession 2018. They're trying to join forces to build up the economy. Indirectly, it creates a lot of illegitimate businesses. This is very interesting. I was trying to guess what is an illegitimate businesses here, but I have no clue about it. Okay, now in a nutshell, viruses start to run wild to create stomach and digestive system related sick epidemic. So be careful about this, and the weather is sufficient rain to boost agriculture producers. So generally, the agriculture producers is very good. For those who are vegetarian or trying to keep fit with eating a lot of vegetable, so you still can enjoy the cheap vegetable price. The last sector will be a northern sector. We have Central, Northern, Eastern and Western Europe, Scandinavian country and Western Russia. And England fall into this part as well. Will England able to break away from the EU? No, not this year. Okay, there's no separation shown in this sector. Alright, but then Russia and Syria is still having that problem. This is actually brought forward from 2016. Okay, alright, and they still continue a very good economic growth, but there's a lot of scandals coming out. Okay, in a nutshell, one of the best performing sector, but scandals are facing. The weather-wise, excessive rain that causes torrential flood during lunar month 1 and 10. Now, the exciting one, Malaysia. Yeah. Okay. So when we talk about Malaysia, I have to make a statement. I'm not going to talk about politics. No religion and no race, but I'll leave all the imagination to you. You can.
The leader will be firewood or what?
I'm being recorded, okay? We can talk about that later. We can share our conclusion outside the hall. We can share the conclusion outside the hall, alright? Since we're going to have break later. Alright, okay. When we do prediction, we use the quant number to do prediction, like I shared with you just now. Okay, so basically, the thunder breathing the swarm, so the swarm vibrate, and it means there will be indomitable forces, followed by the gentle or soft forces. It's very clear, isn't it? Isn't it? This statement is very clear. Alright, 随卦 in Chinese is called follow suit. You have to be easygoing. Then you'll be able to win the heart of the people. 得人心者得天下. This is a very important slogan for all the leaders. They have to win the heart of the people to win the country. So a wise man will listen, be honest, and with a good intention to move forward to achieve the desired goal in life. Very clear, right? Okay? Alright, so let's go to lunar month 1 and 2. Alright, now, when we do prediction, we'll see the change and we see the justification. We'll see the story hidden behind in every line, because there are 6 lines here. So every line represents 2 lunar months. And we start from the bottom. The bottom one is the lunar month 1 and 2. What does it say that? It says that there will be a change in the response of the government to the people. They will start to hire people with good mind, honest heart to do something for the people. Alright? So, but this is have to be honest, right? With genuine intention. This is all about the intention. Alright, this is what the Gua say. A change in the way of the government responds to the people. Take down this statement. Alright, okay. Now, come to Lunar, and then economy-wise, there's a lot of opportunities, but internal strife in organization will cause losses and create economy. So this is an internal thing that they have to settle first. Alright, and then because of this, they create a lot of economic lethargy, but situation will settle down in month 2 and money flowing back to the market. So lunar month 1 start from the 16th of February. Lunar month 2 is the 16th of March. So you do your own calculation and see when is the best time to invest in the market. And the weather-wise, lunar month 1 is very hot, and lunar month 2 is you have sufficient rain. So for those that are involved in agriculture, you can only start to plow in lunar month 2. Lunar month 1 is a bad time. Okay. Now, because of the uncertain or the very unusual weather that create viruses, and these viruses will create a very mild epidemic in lunar month 2, but it's a hidden thing. It will come up in lunar month 8 and 10. Let's move on to lunar month 3 and 4. Second line, what I'm saying, it says that, well, the second change is using a string to tie the unimportant people, but losing the mastermind. Alright? So, to be able to catch 2 of them, the mastermind and the followers, or the unimportant people, the person has to be very wise. Alright? The person must have experience, and then with endless learning attitude. Okay? One has to be open-minded. Don't choose short-term benefits. You have to look at the long-term benefit. Okay, the economy-wise is that not stable, and macroeconomic situation is not positive, and business deals and contract signed earlier will be called off or hold on. So this is lunar month 3 and 4. Lunar month 3, that means at 16th of April, and then lunar month 4 is the 16th of May. And you know what will happen roughly in March and April, isn't it? So this is very clear that when the important moment over already, they just want to hold back the contracts. So if you are involved with this contract, you have to be careful. Make sure that you don't have to take out a lot of money before you implement it. Otherwise, you will be burnt. Now, the weather is pleasant weather with rain comes timely. So it's nothing happened here. Are we going to have haze this year? We didn't have a haze last year. So this year we will have haze, a mild one, but it will cause some children-related sicknesses. Come to lunar month 5 and 6. Just now, they said that, okay, we tied up the unimportant guys, but we lose the mastermind. Now we do it the other way around. We tied up the mastermind, but because of lack of experience, because of the short-term mind, they lose the unimportant one. Alright? So it's like they're trying to show that they're very smart, but then they are not. Okay? Alright, and then constant learning and experience help to identify the problem to achieve desired goals. This is what the justification of the third line. Then the economy line, from the economic point of view, it will pick up rapidly but drop drastically due to uncertainties or lack of clear direction. For the weather, dry and windy with mild haze, so be aware of lunar month 5 and 6. Month 5 is 16th of June, and then month 6 is 16th of July. It's good to start to buy masks, the face mask or the air filter. Don't buy expensive stock by then. And hot weather is back and causes viruses and bacteria to flourish, children will be the target of this bacteria. Okay, so try not to expose them too much to the outdoor activities, and then come to lunar month 7 and 8. And there is a righteous person confronting the situation, knowing there's a danger ahead. But he is safe in the end because of his genuine intention, because of his honest opinion. Alright? So this is good, but in a way that this is provided, alright? This is provided the environment is very safe, is positive, or the person that he confronts is a very open-minded person. If the person that he confronts is not an open-minded person, very short-term-minded person, then he will be caught and he will be in danger. To avoid that, he has to lie low, not to expose himself until such time. So being honest with genuine intention is not good at this moment. And economy-wise, a consistent growth in the market, news of mismanagement keeps spreading. Very interesting thing, right? A number of lawsuits, however, justice will prevail due to lack of solid evidence. Very sad to say this. Very sad. Alright, now the weather, very good weather with the right amount of sunlight and rain. But then you see, the epidemic is coming up. Alright, this is from the lunar month 1 and 2. So this is eye-related sicknesses. So be aware, don't rub, if you want to rub your eyes, wash your hand. Keep yourself clean all the time. Now, come to month 9 and 10. The honest, intelligent, positive and good-looking guy gain a lot of respect and follower. Yeah. Good-looking guy, alright? Yeah. You know, when I started to do this prediction, I involved my student. They did a lot of research trying to find out who is the good-looking one. Alright, okay, now, epidemic outbreak during lunar month 10. This is very interesting. Okay? Now, okay, stable with plenty of positive signs shall continue to expand in the next two months. So economy-wise, it will be this year we'll be having a good notes in the end of the year. So don't worry about that. It will be very stable. Weather changes to become extremely wet in lunar month 9 and then hot in lunar month 10. Again, it's very unstable. The last 2 months, this is very interesting for the current affairs for the last 2 months. The leader that, you know, the handsome guy, the good-looking guy, the intelligent guy, will be in prison for unjustification. There's no reason. But then he will be released for no reason as well. Because during his imprisonment, his followers keep visiting him to get advice. Alright, to ask him what to do and things like that. They release him because of this fear of the follower will create problem. So after they release him, the authority will use spiritual to instill fear in the people. And the people think that this is a very stupid action. It's a big, very big humiliation to the people. So the people is laughing at the back or behind them. So this is a conclusion of this quad number, and this is a conclusion for the Malaysia. Okay, now economy is still growing and then it's very good in the end of the year. Whether they will keep drizzling, but it will not cause flood. Not like this year, we have a lot of flood in the northern part. So we don't have flood in this year. Now, everyone's very interested in where should I buy property. Alright, okay, and where will be doing well. When we want to do the property forecast, we will take the center point of Malaysia, whereby we have to include the East Malaysia, Sabah, Sarawak. From there we spread out and then we put a center point. The center point is at the South China Sea. This year is a wood year. Wood produces fire, and then fire produces earth, and water produces wood. So in a way that water, wood, and fire area will be doing well, the property there will be good. So where is the fire area? Fire sector is the south sector. From here you look at the south sector. The south sector actually, this is the north. The south sector is Sarawak. Alright, this is the south sector, and then followed by the southeast and the east, which are the wood sector. This will be the east and the southeast sector. Okay, Sabah Sarawak will be doing well. Alright, and then the north sector is the middle of the sea, unless you want to buy some islands. Is there any islands? Alright, by cruise. Okay, then we come back to the peninsula because it's too far for us to invest over there. Alright. Oops. Okay. Yes. So we spread up peninsula to see where is the south, where is the east, southeast, and the north. So peninsula, the south will be this side. Okay, Malacca. East will be this Kelantan side. And then Johor will still be doing well in 2018. The north side, this is the north, the Kelantan side. Sorry, this Terengganu, Kelantan side is here. So if you want to invest, I think east, southeast, south and north will be doing well. Penang basically is at the highest point. It's not very good to enter right now unless you have holding power, because the market, the property market in Penang will only be coming up about, it's 4 years later. Yeah, so if you have extra cash to buy now, but now it's very high, okay, it will be softened in 2020. So you can buy by then. Alright, then again, we zoom into a smaller picture where we are now. We are at this Klang Valley. So we look at the south sector, we look at the southeast and the east sector. Alright, so this is the area you can buy. The north, east, southeast, and south. Okay? Then, of course, everyone is very much interested into all this. What is the governing planner? What is the 3 killers? You know, where should I receive the God of prosperity to Choisan? If you are non-Chinese, can you receive the God of prosperity? I will explain to you, and all this is very much cultural belief. But in terms of Feng Shui, there are certain proof in it with the right way to do it, right thinking and right intention to do it, and you will achieve whatever that you wish for in 2018. Now, the animal sign for 2018 is a dog. And everyone said that for those who are born in a dog year, you have to be careful because they are against the governing planet. Fan Tai Shui. What do you have to be careful with? When you're driving, park properly, don't speed. When you're walking, don't be busy with your smartphone playing games, doing WhatsApp, all these things. People will rob your phone. And when you are, try to stay away from sick people, drink a lot of water. Alright, keep yourself clean and all these things. So you will get sick regularly. This is the bad thing about those born in the dog year. And not only that those that having the door in the north sector also, in the northwest sector, also not very good. And why is it? This is all about the Jupiter. Look at the size of Jupiter and the Earth. Okay, in ancient texts, Jupiter is considered as the yearly planet. It moves around the Earth, and every year it launches at a particular sector. By the time it finishes one circle, it's about 12 years. That is why it is called the yearly planet. And it is the biggest and the nearest planet to the Earth. So the pulling effect is very strong to create negative effect for those houses facing the northwest sector. But not all the houses face the northwest sector have this problem. Only the house with the door located in this 292.5 to 307.5 degree having negative issue. What are the things will happen for the houses like that? They always have quarrel in the house, people always get sick, or house get broken in. To diffuse this is very simple. You don't need to go to temple. You just come to this talk. It's free, right? Okay, then I'll give you a solution. Right, very simple. First of all, you're going to square up your house and then stand in the center of the house and hold a compass to see whether your door, the main entrance, fall into that sector or not. Every one of you have a smartphone, right? And you downloaded the compass application. Your phone is very smart, but the compass application is not smart. Because it's follow the solar system. When you're inside the house, it doesn't work very well. So go to buy a physical compass that costs you about, 3 ringgit, 5 ringgit. And you can use it whole year round. You don't need to depend on the solar system. So hold the compass, stand in the center of the house to see whether your main entrance fall into this 292.5 to 307.5 degree or not. If it doesn't, you don't need to worry. If it is fall into this sector, very easy, you just need to add a strip of wood on top. Have you been to those Chinese kampong house? The old houses, or you go to China. Have you seen a doorstep at the main entrance of those houses? The doorstep is for you to defuse the 3 killers of the governing planet. If you go to Penang, all the old people will tell the young kids, don't step on it. The evil will come to rip you off tonight. They will tell the girl, don't step on it. You shall not be able to get married for the whole life. Because this has been calibrated to a certain height to diffuse the governing planet and the 3 killers. As you always step on it, then it gets compressed and you change the measurement. So it defeats the purpose of the doorstep. If I would ask you to have the wood strip to put at the bottom of the door frame in a very nicely designed house, modern contemporary, Mediterranean design house, a Japanese design house, look very ugly, right? And it's not safe because nobody will think there is a doorstep there. Therefore, it is safer to put it on top of the door frame. Put it on top. If your main entrance is having 2 leaf of door like this, I'm sure one of it doesn't fall into the sector, then you use that leaf and close the others. To put up the door strip, the wood strip is very particular. There is an auspicious date to do it, which is on the 31st of January from 9:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. After you have done that, you have to see at least 50% of the phenomena for the next 24 hours to confirm that you have done the right thing and all the negative events will be going away. You can see this phenomena anywhere. TV, radio, newspaper, or movie, things like that. Not necessarily to be in your house, it could be your office, school, shopping mall, and other places. Here you have 3, you must see at least 2 of them. Okay? If you missed it, I think you need to buy me a cup of coffee. Very cheap. Alright, now for those that are born in the dog year, don't need to bring the t-shirt to temple and chop. You stamp. After that, do you wear them? No, I never. I just please my mother to make her happy, that's it. Okay? So don't need to do that. You just need to buy a small piece of white color crystal to stick it at 82.5 to 97.5 degree. You can stick it up at any time. Alright, again, put it in a bedroom because it's you that are born in the dog year, not your family members. So put it in the bedroom, your bedroom, or put it in your working, if you have a room in the office, put it in the room as well. Again, stand at the center of the room and find out where is the 82.5 degree to 97.5 degree. You can stick it up with a blue tag. You use that in the office, right? Or the white tag. Just stick it up at any time. Now, question is, when should you remove the wood strip or the crystal? You can remove it on the winter solstice of 2018. That means at the end of the year. Scientifically and astronomically, winter solstice is the beginning of new year. Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, 1st of January, these are the cultural New Year. Alright, so we have to differentiate cultural, religion, astronomy, and Feng Shui. They are one topic by itself, don't mix it up. It's just like the three killers. Alright, so three killers, they say that three of them is very scary. Alright, I'm born in the monkey year, rat year, dragon year, so I'm against the tree killer. Actually, the most severe is the rat. The rat is against the tree killer. Alright, so again, not many sweet things will happen to them in 2018. Alright, okay, not only that, the house that is having a door in 3.5, 2.5 to 7.5 degrees is having problem as well. Same place, stand in the middle of the house to find out whether the door falls into that sector or not. If it does not, or your house having two leaves or door, you can use one and close the other one. If it is just one leaf of door, then you have to put up the wood strip on 31st of January. But this is in the morning, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Here you have four phenomena, you must see at least two of them. Alright, you must see two of them. The fourth one is a bit funny, monk and religious people walking together. It has to be real, okay? You cannot say that, in my dream I see that. Alright, so for those that are born in the red year, place a little piece of yellow color crystal at 22.5 to 37.5 degree. It's very simple, you can place it at any time. And remember to remove the wood strip and the crystal on the winter solstice in the end of this year. Okay, this is a very cultural thing. The Chinese, they always talk about money, right? Not like the Malay, not like the white people when they see each other, when they greet each other, it's the abakaba. How are you? The Chinese very practical. Have you eaten? Okay, have you gotten rich or not? Okay, because of the cultural thing, we have civic war throughout in China. Alright, food is a problem due to the weather, due to the soil and all these things. So food and money is very important for them. That is why they come up with this thing that Chinese New Year, we must receive the God of prosperity. For the non-Muslim, non-Chinese, you can practice this as well. I will teach you what to do with it. You don't need to follow the Chinese way to have this elaborate food on the table. You know, they put chicken, roast duck, all the big items, you know, on the table. Buy a lot of fruits. Now they use plastic apple, plastic orange, electrical candle. You think the one up there, don't know all this is a fake one? And yet you want to ask for digit, you want to ask to be rich in 2018. Is that fair? That's not fair. Alright? Because you always have doubt in many things as well. People say that this one is good, you go there. That one is good, you go there. Alright? So I'll teach you what is the right way to do and set your wish or resolution in 2018. Now, a little story about the God of prosperity. If you bother to look into the Chinese record about the God of prosperity or money God, we have about 3,000 over of money God. Yeah, because we are a very imaginative nation. It's just like this Quan Gong, red faces warrior God. But a lot of policemen, businessmen, or illegitimate businessmen like to worship him because for the brotherhood. Yeah, gangster. But for the normal folk, they think he is very good. You know why? Because he died without a head. So a man, a god without head, have no eyes. They cannot see whether you're handsome, you're pretty, you're genuine or not. So whatever you ask, he will give it to you, right? So we call him the warrior prosperity god. Then the second one, this is the Zhao Gongming. He was a prime minister, but he died without a heart. So a man without a heart has no favoritism. That's why we warrior him as a scholar, money god. So we ask things from him. The third one, better still. This is a little joke, but it's the true joke. Because many years ago, I was called in by a karaoke operator. I went in, he told me that all the girls, the customers said that they saw some funny thing in the karaoke center. So I went in. Once I step in, it's filthy smelling because it's like so cramped inside. It's like maximized, they have so many rooms to maximize the business. And you know that all these people that drink, that sing, and then they eat and they vomit. So once they vomited, they never clean the place and they never open the window to have good ventilation. Of course, you will start to hallucinate, right? To start like, I see something here, I see something there. So I went in, I told them you have to remove this door, and then that room and things like that to cultivate good ventilation. At the end of the assignment, the girl asked me, Master, come. You know this corner, we have this god here. I look at it, it's exactly like it. Alright, the cheap guy. Okay? Because this man appeared in the journey to the west. It's a folklore, it's a story. You know that he went to the west together with a monk to get the Bible, something like that. The Chinese, like a Quran thingy. So in that folklore, his character is a womanizer. Whenever he sees woman, he do, okay? So why they pray to him? Because all the girls hope that he will lure all the men to the karaoke center. Yes, this is the whole intention. Alright? So because I know that the intention behind of them praying to this God, so I say it's okay. If you feel good, keep doing it. Alright, it's nothing wrong with that. So Chinese is a very imaginative and it's a very funny nation. Whoever gives them money that don't think whether it's human being or whatever, they just pray to it. Okay? Now, for the non-Chinese or for those who don't believe in it, alright, we call it the free thinker or atheist. You still can practice receiving the God of prosperity. It's just a term. The intention behind is for you to set the resolution for a new year. But you don't need to have such elaborated prayer. You can make it a very simple one. As long as you stand it at facing the northeast sector of the house at 11:30 p.m. on the 15th February. So on the 15th February at 11:30 p.m., you face the northeast sector. Give in your total submission. There's no second thought, there's no doubt of anything. If you don't have any God you believe in, at least you believe in yourself. Use your mind power to make a wish. Of course, your wish have to be very genuine. You cannot say that tomorrow I want to be a millionaire. There's no such thing, okay? Be practical. Okay, something that you think you want to achieve. Alright? So, okay, then after that, after you have made the wish, you must see at least 50% of phenomena within the next 24 hours from the minute you finish your wish. Alright, here to take the it's the northwest sector. Okay, to find out where is the northwest sector, you have to stand at you square up the compound of your house as well. If you are staying in a condominium, you include your balcony. And then stand at the center to make the wish. Okay, if you have missed that day, 15th of February, if you missed it, or you couldn't see the phenomena, there's another day, which is on the 18th of February. It's in the morning, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. You have to face the northeast sector. This case, you have 4 phenomena. You must see at least 2 of them. Yes?
Why is it so important that you must see 50% of the phenomena?
This is to confirm that your wish will come through. It's a confirmation that you have done the right thing. Alright, everything must have cause and effect. Alright, okay, I'll showcase to you later what is the cause and effect. Alright, so this cause and effect thing will help you to read the book. Do you like it? Yeah. Alright, so this is how you find out where is the northwest or the northeast sector. For a landed property, you square out the compound, your backyard, your garden, your car porch, and then stand at the center to find out where is the northwest and the northeast, and to make a wish. Well, if on the 18th of February and you still cannot see the phenomena after you make the wish, I think you had to come to see me lah. Alright, okay, coffee is very cheap. Alright, okay. Now, of course, after Chinese New Year, when is the right time, when is auspicious date to start work or go back to office? That is the 19th of February or the 24th of February from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Good enough? You want more days? I think it's long enough lah. Alright, otherwise your boss will complain. Okay. Now, of course, you say that this year I want to expand my business or my children want to get married, you can make use of any of these butterfly union dates. In Chinese, we call it 蝴蝶双飞日. This is very good and you have 6 of them, that's it for this year. If you cannot meet these 6 of them or you want to do it as soon as possible, you can make use of other generate good days. Okay, these are the generate auspicious days. Alright, and then there are more here. So this will last you up to 2019. The last one will be 8th of January. Okay, as I promised that I'm going to show you, this is the 12 animal sign first. Okay, before the quiz session. Now, I'm not going to go through the 12 animal sign one by one. Okay, and then because it's not very fair, you cannot divide the world population into 12 groups because of the 12 animal sign. What I'm going to do here, how many of you? Okay, I think I'm going to make it short. How much time do I have, Nicholas?
About 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes only. Alright,
Sorry.
okay. Only 5? Okay, I allow 5 of you to ask me what is installed in you in 2018, but you must give me your year of birth and the animal sign and I will explain to you what is installed in you in 2018. So I need some of the star people to help me to spot them. I'm not going to see it. Okay, yeah, put down your hand. Huh? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Is it more than 5? Which one? Who? No, year of birth.
Year of birth is 1965.
1965. What is your animal sign? Snake. Alright, okay. Snake of 1965, you have 5 star out of 10 star. That means that's its average in 2018. There is a little hiccups in the first 3 months of the year. Well, it's just a passing cloud, but it will change to become better in the second half of the year. Be aware when traveling during lunar month 10 because there will be a minor accident. So lunar month 10. Yeah, and money wise is very good. You have windfall in lunar month 2 and 3. Okay, and for the first 3 months, there are some people creating problem for you. So it will make you feel very agitated. So you've got to calm down, cool down a little bit. Alright, if you want to implement any plan, implement it in any time after lunar month 7. Okay, health-wise is good except for lunar month 7. Be careful about that. Alright, so this is what is installed in you. Thank you. Then the next. Okay, put up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we do left, right, lah, to be fair.
(1971) pig.
Oh, okay. It's very good. Wow. Pig of 1971, you got 8 stars out of 10. Wow, what do you want, eh? Okay? Right, now capitalize your energy and treasure every opportunity in the first half of the year, and everything will slow down in the second half of the year. Okay, so first half of the year is good, second half is not that spectacular. Good in the sense that you will have a lot of people come by to help you. Financial wise is very good. You will have a lot of money reward from your work, especially in lunar month 2, 5, 8, and 10. So this is a good time. And while you are traveling during lunar month 4, you'll be able to build or to meet someone that is very helpful. Okay, so does your job require you to travel? No. But this during month 4, lunar month 4, you meet a very influential people in your work-wise. So it's very good in the year for this 2018 pick. Okay? Alright, all the best. Now, the next, we go back to them.
I was thinking, why don't we allow our second speaker
Yeah.
to inform you his zodiac and year as well.
Why not?
I think it's Ox 1973.
Ox 1973. Okay. Now, Ox of 1973 also very good. You have 8 stars. But what is the good thing about you is that yours is even better than the ladies, okay? Because you have a lot of money reward. Wow, okay. Yes, it's very good. And then this is good right from the beginning of lunar month 1 up to lunar month 6. And then it will take a slow down in lunar month 7 and it pick up in lunar month 8, 11 and 12. What else do you want? Tell me what else do you want? Okay, now you got to be aware. Well, luck is very good. A lot of people come to help you, but then come to lunar month 5, there is some little bit of the affairs that involve opposite sex. I'm sorry, the secret come out. So if you have friends around here, ask them to remind you, okay? Guard your heart carefully, okay? But everything is good except that unless you allow that to happen. Okay? Okay, alright, so the 4th, we come back to you. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Monkey 1992.
Monkey of 1992. This monkey is not bad. You have 6 stars. Alright. Okay. Now, the good time for you is actually in the last quarter of the year. That means it's from lunar month 10, 11 and 12 onwards. But first, surprisingly, money-wise, is good in lunar month 6 and 7. Now, are you thinking of doing any investment in 2018? Don't do it because it's not very good. There is a money losing sign in the lunar month 2 and 12. Yeah. Okay. If you want to invest something that you can see or you have time to take care, such as like buying property or do some forced investment. Not looking at the fast money. Those will not benefit you in 2018. Okay, as a young man, you have to take care of your health during lunar month 10. Alright, so be careful of that, yeah? What is, when were you born? Like month, which month?
December.
Hey? December. Yeah, it's alright. You'll be very energetic in 2018. You got more om to come. So just om it out. Alright, the last one. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
1959 year of ball.
1959 year of ball. This ball is not as good as the 1971. It's average. Have you retired? Not yet. Okay, good. Otherwise, you get very restless. You get very temperamental in this year. But it is still now. It's a bit. What do you call that? Boring, anti-climate. And when you need help, nobody come forward to help you. That is the thing that make you feel agitated. Alright, so the month that you will have guardian angel is only in the last 2 months of the year. Okay? So knowing that is good, then whenever you need help, you shout out, nobody come to help, you say, okay lah, I already know that. You just want to test the water. Alright? So want to have the people will come to help you automatically in the last 2 months of the year. So other than that is good, but health-wise that you know, it's like just now one of the lady or one of the audience, health issue, he has a health issue but he doesn't need to spend money. But for you, you have a health issue in lunar month 3 that you need to spend money. Okay? So do a thorough checkup to find out what's wrong. At least you do some prevention. Okay? Now, before I end the session, I want to go through this quiz with you. Perhaps some of you may have gone through this with me. I call it tell your finger to grow long. It's a very interesting thing because it's to test your mind power and the cause, as I explained to that lady, the cause and effect thing. For the first 3 person who are able to show me their finger have grown longer, you can win the ball. Alright, okay? Let's do it together. Alright, because our body is not born symmetric. Our fingers is short, one side is shorter than the other. Let's look at our middle finger. Alright, okay? Now, you close up, you join these 2 lines. Join up the 2 lines. Close your hands and look at your middle finger. Which one is shorter, the left or the right? The right is shorter. Okay, open up your hand, relax. Then you use your left hand finger to tell the right hand finger to grow longer. Okay, focus. Okay, keep telling the finger to grow longer, and longer, and longer. Alright, you feel there's a funny sensation in the finger as if something is crawling. It's growing very well. Longer and longer and longer. Okay, now join up the 2 lines. Close your hands. Have your finger grown longer? Yes. Come, the first 3 person will be able to get a ball. Come, first 3, only the first 3. Alright, no more than that. Show me your finger have grown long. Yeah, okay, congratulations. Alright, congratulations. And congratulations. Alright, okay. So this is your mind power. So when you want to make your wish on the date, auspicious date I give to you to make resolution, give in your total submission without second thought, no doubt, and your wish will come true. Don't worry, the finger will go back to the original size. I know some of you are very naughty. Alright, okay. So before I end my talk, I would like to take this opportunity to wish you 恭喜发财，万事如意. I'll see you next year.